Hello, friends. Have you ever wondered why some people work hard every day yet still struggle to pay their bills, while others seem to build wealth even when they don't seem to work as much? We all grew up hearing the same thing: go to school, get good grades, find a secure job, and you'll be successful. But somewhere along the way, many of us realize that this advice doesn't always lead to financial freedom. That question inspired one of the most powerful finance books ever written, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. It's not just a book about money, it's a book about mindset. So today I'll share the story, the lessons, and what I personally learned from this timeless book. The story of two dads. Robert Kiyosaki grew up with two father figures. One was his real father, well educated, hardworking, and employed in government service. He believed in job security and saving money. Robert calls him the poor dad. The other was his best friend Mike's father, a businessman and investor who knew how money really worked. He didn't have a degree, but he had financial wisdom. That was the rich dad. Both were intelligent and successful, but their attitudes towards money were completely opposite. One believed in working for money, and the other believed in making money work for you. That difference became the foundation of Robert's lifelong lessons, lessons that changed how millions view money today. The two mindsets. Poor dad said, go to school, get a job, work hard, and save. Rich Dad said, learn how money works, build assets, and create freedom. Poor Dad's mindset focused on security, a steady paycheck, and safety. Rich Dad's mindset focused on freedom, earning from assets and not depending on one source of income. Poor Dad often said, I can't afford it. Rich Dad asked, how can I afford it? The small difference changes everything. One mindset shuts the door, the other opens possibilities. Think about it. Most people spend years studying to earn money but almost no time learning how to manage it. It's not about intelligence, it's about financial understanding. Today, we face the same choice: follow the traditional path of job security or learn to build wealth independently through investing, entrepreneurship, or digital skills. The book reminds us that it all starts with how we think about money. Lesson 1: Buy assets, not liabilities. Rich Dad's golden rule was the rich buy assets, the poor and middle class buy liabilities they think are assets. An asset puts money in your pocket, like rental properties, stocks, or a small business. A liability takes money out of your pocket, like loans or expensive things you don't need. For example, that fancy phone or car loan, they're not assets, they're expenses. Most people get stuck in what Robert calls the rat race: working hard, paying bills, and buying things to look successful. But those things often drain your wealth instead of growing it. Rich Dad taught Robert that the real game of money isn't earning more, but keeping and multiplying what you earn. Once you start focusing on building assets, even small ones, your financial life starts to shift. It's not about big leaps, it's about consistent, smart steps. Lesson 2: Financial education matters. Schools teach us how to earn money, but not how money works. Poor Dad believed in academic education. Rich Dad believed in financial education, understanding the cash flow, taxes, and smart investing. He often said, mind your own business. That doesn't mean quit your job. It means don't spend your life building someone else's dream without building your own. Your job is your employer's business, but your wealth is your own business. Start small. a side hustle, an online project, or simple investments. And in today's world, that advice matters even more. We live in an age of distractions, social media, trends, and get rich quick traps. It's easy to fall into comparison, but real wealth comes from knowledge, patience, and consistency. Learning about money isn't just for investors, it's for anyone who wants peace of mind and freedom. Lesson 3: Work to learn, not just to earn. When Robert was young, Rich Dad made him work for free at one of his stores. At first, Robert was angry. Why should I work without getting paid? Rich Dad smiled and said, "You are not working for me, you are working for yourself, to learn." That moment changed everything. Rich Dad wanted Robert to understand the money is a result of skills, not effort alone. He believed the best jobs aren't the highest paying ones, but the ones that teach valuable lessons. In today's world, that still applies. Maybe you are learning digital marketing, freelancing, or leadership, but it may not pay much at first, but it builds long term value. So instead of asking, "How much will I earn?" ask, "What will I learn?" That one shift can completely change your future. Lesson 4: Overcome fear and take action. Fear is what stops most people from becoming rich. The fear of losing money, the fear of failing. Poor Dad avoided risk and stayed safe. Rich Dad embraced it, but with knowledge and preparation. He said, "Don't let fear of losing stop you from winning." Most people wait for the perfect moment to start investing or creating something. But Rich Dad says, "You learn to walk by falling." Every successful person has failed more times than you think. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of it. So start small, save, invest, or launch an idea. Action builds confidence, and every great success starts with a single step. Lesson 5: The 10 Steps to Get Started. At the end of the book, Kiyosaki shares 10 steps to awaken your financial genius. Find a reason. Have a strong why. Choose daily. Every choice builds or breaks your future. Choose your circle wisely. Stay around growth minded people. Keep learning. The world changes. Stay curious. Pay yourself first. Invest before paying bills. Value good advice. Mentors save years of mistakes. Invest smartly. Pick opportunities that return money. Use assets to buy luxuries. Earn your rewards the right way. Have heroes. Follow people who inspire success. Teach others. Sharing strengthens what you learn. Even following a few of these can change your financial direction. Final words: Rich Dad Poor Dad is more than a finance book. It's a mirror that makes you question your daily choices. It teaches that the wealth isn't about how much you earn, but how wisely you manage and grow it. In a world where people chase trends and spend to impress, this book reminds us to build real value, freedom, independence, and peace of mind. So don't just work for money, make money work for you. Start small, learn, invest, build. Because as Robert Kiyosaki says, the journey to financial freedom starts with one small step. Thank you for watching. If this inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and comment your favorite lesson. Financial education is for everyone.